Welcome friends to One Stop Java Solution. I am Snehasis and today I am going to describe few basic concept of Java. In my last video, I told you that Java uses Java C compiler to produce bytecode. Okay, so bytecode is Java intermediate code that contains the instruction set for JVM. So the dot class file after compile the Java code. Here I have compiled the Java code and it produced the dot class file. Here you can see the dot class file is created and that file only contains the bytecode. So if you open the dot class file, so you can see, suppose I am opening the dot class file, so you can see it is encrypted file and some junk characters and encrypted characters is there. Okay, so you cannot understand what is written inside this file. Okay, so now the question is that Java, in my first video I described that Java is a platform independent language. So why it is platform independent? Okay, so I am going to describe that things. So once you generate the bytecode, okay, means the dot class file, all JVM which is part of the JRE that I shown you in my previous video. So that JVM can understand bytecode and interpret it into executable machine code, right? So executable machine code means in the that is the in binary 0 and 1's code, so that your system or computer can understand or recognize. So while compile a Java code using Java C compiler, okay, it used, and while run dot class file by using the Java command, Java interpreter is used. Here you can see that the first steps what I did, Java C demo.java. That means I am compiling the Java code, okay, using Java C command. And in the next command, if you see, I use Java demo. So while I am using Java demo, that means JVM used the dot class file means bytecode and run the program. Okay, so the JVM is the interpreter here. Okay, so Java use both the compiler and interpreter to convert high level Java to low level machine language. Okay, so that thing I will describe later while Java is using both compiler and interpreter. Okay. So now what is JVM? JVM is a Java virtual machine. Okay, it is a part of JRE. So it is a platform dependent. JVM is platform dependent, but Java is platform independent. Okay, so while you install Java in your system, you can see that system specific Java version you have to choose. And so while you are installing Java from or downloading Java from internet, so you can see there is a lots of Java version is present, and you can see the system specific Java version is there. Okay, like Windows and Linux, it is different. So for operating system, it is different, and how many bits of operating system, like 32 bits operating system, 64-bit operating system. So there is a different version of Java file available in internet. Okay, so each version provide different JVM and Java compiler. Okay, so JVM is the interpreter and Java C is the Java compiler. So for each version it is different. A Java code written in Windows system may or may not compile in the Linux system and vice versa. Means if you write a Java code in any environment, okay, means in Windows environment, that may be executable in Windows environment or may not be executable in Windows or Linux environment. It's depend on the system architecture. Okay, so but after writing the Java code, if you compile the Java code using Java C, so dot class file will be generated, And if I remove the original Java file, okay, and I suppose I am copying this file from here, dot class file I am copying from here, and I am pasting the file here on my desktop. Okay, so you can see the demo class file is here. Okay, so now if I go back to desktop, and if I run only using Java demo, okay, so if I run that file, so you can see the output is 15. Okay, so I am creating the dot class file, and I can means use that dot class file anywhere in my system. Okay, and I can means using internet you can send the dot class file to other system, or you can means using pen drive you can take the dot class file, and if you execute the dot class file in other system in window means other Windows system, or maybe in Linux system, then that would be executable. Okay, and it will provide the means correct result. Okay, so means any class file generated in any system can execute in any other system, no problem. Okay, so this is the story. So now the dot class file you can execute in any environment, okay, irrespective of the means underlying system architecture, okay, as any JVM can understand the intermediate bytecode, because dot class file contains the bytecode, and JVM is the system specific JVM. Means if you install Java in 64-bit system, then the specific package for the 64-bit Windows system, means which version of Java is available in the market, so that contains a specific Java JVM. Okay, so JVM is platform dependent, but while you are writing a Java code and you execute it, means compile it and produce the dot class file, then that dot class file contain the bytecode, so that bytecode can understand, any JVM can understand the bytecode. Okay, and as JVM is the platform specific, means platform dependent, so no issues, you can any environment, any system, you can execute that dot class file, and you can generate the means correct output, or you will get the correct result. Okay, so that is the means fundamental things of the Java, means why Java is platform independent. So that is clear, I guess. So if you means using internet, if you transfer the dot class file from one location to another location, so there also means no harm, because just now I show you that it is a encrypted version, so no one can decrypt it and could not find the original, means what is the original means code inside that file. Okay, so that you cannot understand. So here you can see it is some encrypted version, and here means by using this file you cannot means identify with what was the original means code was. Okay, so I have only this dot class file. So in here, if you go to this folder demo, then here you can see the original Java file, so that I have. So as a developer, if I developed a Java code and I compile it and produce the dot class file and give to someone else who don't know the Java, he only can means who means I if I means he only knows how to run the code. Okay, so he can able to means run the code, and he will get the output without knowing the means background details, means what the code contains and all these things. So that is why means Java is platform independent. Okay, so means you if you write a code in any environment and exam means compile it and produce a dot class file, then that dot class file is executable in any environment, any system, no matter. Okay, so this is the clear. Thanks for watching this video.